That didn't take long. That didn't take long. All right. Little topwater fish to start out the day here on El Cap. It's November. Still getting topwater. See what we can do. Chris Brandt The Beefshaman. BFS, spinning. What's it gonna be? Cheers. Thanks for watching, guys. Now the fishing's kind of been hit or miss at the different lakes. One day it's going to be really good, next day it's going to be kind of spotty. Some people getting big fish, some people only getting dinks. Just trying to find a pattern. I'd like to put together a good limit today. That last one was barely legal. I'm gonna go back and forth, working on finding a pattern. Topwater, crankbaits, chatterbaits. I'm sure I'll throw a jig of some sort. Now the busters are starting to come out. See if we can get some. Sometimes they're not coming up straight up in the morning. It takes a little while. I've said it before, I'm not gonna chase them all over the place in my float tube. If I come across them, I'll definitely fish the busters, but I'm not gonna spend all day kicking around the lake and motoring around the lake just to get a couple of 12-inch fish. If they bust near me, absolutely. Oh, there we go. See, right next to me. I don't think that's a keeper though. Little one. There. Hooked up. Oh, came off. There's something. Saw the splash. Not big, but it's fun, especially on 4-pound test. They're gonna get bigger. Well, so far small fish, but still having fun. Just pretty much doing light line today. Still have yet to get my first fish on my new BFS setup, so I'm working on it. I've only found the boiling fish today so far. Switching up to a Ned rig. Tried the Bitsy bug. I haven't gotten anything on that. Well, as we're waiting for a bite, I think it's time for a beverage. What do you guys think? You know, it's November, and if you haven't decided who you're voting for in the election, that's okay. Or if the election has already happened by the time that you watch this, that's okay too. So it being November and it being an election year, I think there's really only one choice for president, and that's Pliny. Yeah, you heard me right. Pliny for president. from the Russian River Brewing Company. This comes out once every 4 years, only for election year. Hop care for everyone. Pliny the Elder, Pliny for President, triple dry hopped IPA. This is special. And I got this over at Distillers Outlet. They're like, Chris, you've got to try this. So I've never had this, and I'm super excited. Now, the Russian River Brewing Company is out of Santa Rosa, I believe. Yep, Santa Rosa and Windsor, California. Oh, that smells yummy. Yummy, yummy. Now, doesn't matter what party you're with. You can just like to party. Or just have a good beverage. Super yummy citrus notes. Wow. Super well balanced. Super delicious. Wow. Good mouthfeel. Just a super solid IPA. And this is a 7% IPA. It's not too heavy. It's right in that sweet spot that I like. Oh, a little bit of pine notes. A little bit of citrus. So regardless of who you vote for Pliny for president. Thanks, guys. Appreciate the recommendation, Matt and Dave. Now I'm ready for a fish to go along with that delicious beer. First cast. Felt a little thump. Made a move, changed the bait. Look at that. Went from a Ned rig to a drop shot, and wait till you see the bait I'm using. Not big, but it's fun. So, not too long ago, I was on the San Diego Bass Fishing Podcast with Bruce Smith, and make sure you guys check out his stuff. It's awesome. Great people on there, great experiences, great knowledge. But we were talking about go-to baits, and one of my favorite go-to baits of old days. I mean, I don't use it that much now. I guess I should. It's the chocolate fluttercraft, now made by the U.S. Bait Company. Little 4-inch. This has been a staple for years. This actual bait is probably 25 years old. No. 30 years old. Hang on to your plastics, guys. Darn near an antique. But we were talking about those baits, and it was funny because I mentioned the chocolate fluttercraft, and he's like, "You mean this?" And he had one right there. It was awesome. So, in the old days, I would always fish it on a split shot, but today I'm doing a drop shot for that. Just have that little tick in the line. Now, I'm not a big drop shot guy, but trying different things. Made a move from one side of the lake to the other side of the lake. And first cast, there was something. Must have been Pliny. See, Pliny needs to be president. Been trying to figure out what depth they're biting at. Tried shallow all the way to about 25 feet. But this edge is much steeper, so maybe that makes the difference. It's pretty cool today. I've seen deer, I've seen bobcat, I saw bald eagles playing with each other. Even had a green heron want food when I first got out of the car this morning. Nope. Something else. All right, another one. Nothing big yet, but I have a feeling a good one's on the way. Oh, this might be a pattern. I prefer a pattern of bigger fish, but at least I'm catching fish. All right. Right in about 15 feet of water, 12 to 15. Another. Things are better than nothing. Come on, big fish, come on. Throwing out the Ned rig on the BFS on this side of the lake, which I haven't really fished today. So let's find out if that'll make a difference, or if it was just the drop shot. Missed the cast, missed the cast. Okay, I called the cast, but it wasn't the size I was looking for. But I did call the cast. Now, yes, with smaller baits, you do catch smaller fish a lot of the time. I mean, on giant baits, you're not going to catch smaller fish, pretty much. But I do catch lots of bigger fish on the smaller baits. One thing nice about spinning rods versus the BFS rods, I can flick this thing straight into the wind, where with the BFS rod you kind of have to lob it. And a lot of people say, you know, with the BFS rod you have more accuracy than a spinning rod. I think it's all just what you practiced with more. I mean, I spent hours as a child in my parents' swimming pool just practicing throwing a bait caster and a spinning rod. But I think just whatever you're used to, whether you're throwing 6 pound, 8 pound, 4 pound test on a spinning rod or a BFS. I mean, it's just fun fishing light line to me. Getting them on the spinning rod, time to put it on the BFS, okay? Do the same thing. I'm gonna do this, something a little different. I've done this before. Used to do this all the time at San Vicente, which is use a drop shot, but the bottom rig will be a Ned rig. And the top rig will be the drop shot. Still getting used to casting the BFS. It's definitely different than, say, a normal casting reel. There's something. First fish on the BFS. Lots of better fish. Shot. All right, look at the little fatty. Little belly on that guide. Nice. Better fish. That did not take very long. That was fun, my first BFS fish. Officially. So, if you didn't see the last video, this is the Shimano Calcutta Conquest BFS. And this is on the Phoenix Classic BFS 7.1 inch rod. That was fun. Let's do it again. Bigger fish. Need to challenge. It's funny, I was just talking to somebody the other day saying, you know, I haven't fished worms in a long time. That used to be just like all I would fish is plastic worms, plastic worms, plastic worms. Not so much anymore, but nice to go back to basics. So the chocolate fluttercraft is basically just a injection molded, super skinny curl tail. I like the chocolate color. I used to use the salt and pepper. I don't have any more of those. They had, you know, other colors as well. There's something. Oh. Getting small, but waiting for that bigger one. It's coming. There's something. Oh, broke off. Darn it. Now the thing about it over where I was, it looks like just water, but only like a foot below the surface. It's just like 8 feet deep of weed. So that was me being stupid. There's something. Ooh, it's on the bottom bait. And then Ned rigged with the game changer. Oh, it came off, but that's okay. Well, we didn't get the big fish of the day, but we did get fish, and that's the most important thing. Plus, vote for Pliny for president. You got to know that. Hey guys, it was a lot of fun out here today. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share it with a friend. And it means a ton that you guys watch the videos and come say hi to me out here and stuff. Look forward to the next adventure. Cheers. See you guys on the water.